Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. I'm Rehan Antoni from Informatic Engineering, class PSTIA from Lampung University. In this video, I will complete the midterm exam with making 35 multiple choice questions and their discussion as well. Number one, which personal subject pronouns are plural used from the first person point of view? The answer is C. We, because in personal subject pronouns, the plural form in the first person point of view, the word we is the right answer. Number two, which of the following is the correct part of the personal subject pronouns singular type? The answer is A. I, you, he, she, it, because all the subjects in the choice are included in the singular type in the personal subject pronoun, while the other options are not all or even some are not included in the singular person of subject pronoun. Number three, regular verbs in the present tense always add an s to the end of the verb. The addition occurred on. The answer is A, third person singular, because regular verb in third person singular form are correct to add s at the end of the verb. For example, he works at the cafe in front of my house. Number four, which singular personal object pronouns are used in the male third person point of view? The answer is D, him, because him is indeed included in the third person singular for male, while for woman it is her. Number five, which of the following is correct in using the contracted form verb to be? The answer is C. They're members of the local police, because we see in the question the word contracted form means the initial writing. For example, he is to his. So if you look at the answer choice, the right choice is choice C, where the word there is the contracted form of they are. Number six, attention the sentence below. Gilang and Ardi came to the soccer field at 4 p.m. In this sentence, the placement of at is based on the information. The answer is A, time, because we notice that the sentence has an at by explaining the description of time in detail. So A is the correct answer choice. Number seven, which of the following sentences uses possessive adjectives? The answer is A. My wife is arranging the plants in the backyard, because possessive adjectives consist of my, yours, his or her, our, its, their, and from the answer choice A to E, the possessive adjectives are answer A. That is, my is at the beginning of the sentence. Number eight, I like getting up early, blah blah blah, the morning. The answer is C, in, because we look at the sentence in the questions. There are in adverb of the time, the morning. Then to make the sentence complete, choice C is the right answer because in is used for an unspecific time. Number 9, Rudy starts playing games blah 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 12 noon. The answer is at because we look at the sentence in the question. There is a specific time at verb, namely 12 noon. A is right because at is used to indicate a certain time. Number 10, Dere saw a lot of frogs, blah blah blah, the rice field. The answer is B. In. We look at the sentence in the questions. There is an explanation of the place, the rice field. Then, to make the sentence complete, choice B is the right answer because in is used to indicate a location or place. Number 11, we have to be in blah 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 car for 20 minutes to get to Tanjung Bintang. The answer is B, D, because we look at the sentence in the problem, we have to be in, which means we have to enter because the is used to describe a definite physical form and the word in also indicate a place, then D is a right choice. Number 12, the correct use of the word and below is the answer is B, it's because in this answer choice an is used correctly, namely for hour, which means that the hour is time. Now this time is something that can be calculated. Number 13, I hope you can find my lost car. I blah 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 give you something for the return. The answer is D, will, because of the context in the problem, the choice of will is correct because it is used for promises or expectation. Number 14, our mother blah 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 the food by the time we arrive at home. The answer is D because there is the word by the time which is a form of future perfect tense. Number 15, my daddy will blah 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 tomorrow morning. The answer is B because after will is followed by a verb or verb one. Then the answer is correct. Number 16, I blah 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 unhappy after taking with you. The answer is A. A because it is a simple past tense when viewed from the subject, namely I, then the answer is was while the word where is used for you, we, and they. Number 17, she is blah 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 about her mother. The answer is B, talking. The subject is she to be. The verb is to end in ing, so the answer is B. Number 18. It's about the weekend. I blah 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 go to the beach. The answer is D, because the meaning of the sentence is a vacation plan that has been well planned. So it uses be going to, but judging from to be using I, then the answer is D. Number 19. Suga was busy last night, so he blah 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 to my house. The answer is C. Didn't come, because there is a last, so that it uses verb to. Judging from the choices that use not all, then the right choice is didn't come. Number 20. Blah blah blah. You go to Pare last week. The answer is B, because there is the word last week, which states that the event has passed or is not happening now. Then use did. Number 21. What is blah 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 on your head? It's so dirty. Answer is A, because it uses to be is, which states only one object, and also had without s or es behind it, which means only one subject. Then the correct conjunction is that. Number 22. Mina blah 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 have money to pay rent because her father is unemployed. The answer is B, doesn't, because it uses the subject Mina, where Mina is a woman, or C, and is followed by verb 1, have, so use doesn't. Number 23. Jono is a fried rice maker. He blah 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 cooking oil to sell his products to buyers. The answer is B, needs, because in the simple present tense, when using the subject he, there is an additional s ending in the verb. So the answer is needs. Number 24. We saw blah 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 beautiful scenery when we went to Pontianak. The answer is B, some. We see the sentence in the question contains noun, namely scenery. As an uncountable noun, the sentence is a positive sentence. Then some is the most appropriate word to complete the sentence above, because some is followed by uncountable or plural countable nouns. Number 25. Apparently, Americans are some rural people in the world. The answer is E, because we see a sentence in the problem. There is no then it will be superlative or turn away. Then, based on the choice, it can be seen that the basic word is funny, because turning away the basic word is added the prefix the and the suffix es. Then the right answer is the funniest. Number 26. My neighbor's yard is blah blah blah. Then the house on the left. The answer is C, wider, because we see that the sentence in the questions contain the word then when it is a comparative, then based on the choice, it can be seen the root word is wide because the comparison of the basic word is added to the er suffix, then the correct answer is wider. Number 27. Susan blah 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 to market with his friends at 6:45 p.m. tomorrow morning. The answer is B, will be walking. We look at the questions. There is a singular third person subject, namely Susan, meaning that after Susan must be a verb and there is a specific time description. So it is continuous. Here, there is also the word tomorrow, which means it includes this future. So that's for sure. The answer is will, and then that has ing. So the answer is B, will be walking. Number 28. When the phone rang, Risa blah 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 her motorcycle. The answer is A. There is the word when, which means when. So it is continuous. Then there is the word rang, which is verb to from the first form of ring. So the context of the sentence is not only continuous but also past tense. So from the answer, choices that have ending ing, the correct choice is A. Number 29. Next week, that blah 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 received a promotion from raising the company stock. The answer is D. Number 29. Next week, that blah 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 received a promotion from raising the company stock. The answer is D, will have, because there is an explanation when next week shows future tenses. Then received is verb 3, and before verb 3 there must be has, have, or had. But according to the rules after will, must, have. So the correct answer is D, will have. Number 30. Blah 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 was ringing continuously for hours. The answer is E, the phone. There is to be was, which means the incident has happened in the past. Then, because to be is was, then subject is third person singular. And the subject is always a noun or clause that forms a noun. Then because to be was, the subject is not plural. So the correct answer is E, phone. Number 31, hang I towel my on wall do. The good arrangement for the word above is the correct answer is A. 2, 1, 4, 3, 5, 7, 6. Let's look at option A. 2 as I suitable as a subject. 1 as hang suitable as predicate. 4 as my and 3 as vowel suitable as object, and 5 as on, 7 as the, and 6 as wall suitable for place description. However, choice B, C, D, and E do not match or suit to be a coherent sentence, so that the coherent sentence is I hang my towel on the wall is option A. Number 32, football team yesterday our won the match. A good arrangement for the word above is the answer is A. 4, 1, 2, 5, 6, 3. How to find the order? First, we look for the subject. In sentence, the subject is our. Then we see which option the word our is the earliest. Let's look at option A. First, we look for the subject first. For as our is right at the beginning as the subject. Then 1 as football and 2 as team as a predicate, 5 as 1 and 6 as the match as an object, and 3 as yesterday as an adverb of time. But the choice B, C, D, and E, the arrangement is not suitable or appropriate to be a coherent sentence. So that the coherent sentence is our football team won the match yesterday is option A. So compose a solid sentence to be our football team won the match yesterday. So the correct choice is A. Number 33. Usually spend I in Bali holiday my. The best arrangement is the answer is C. 3, 1, 2, 7, 6, 4, 5. How to find it? First, we look for the subject first. In the sentence, the subject is I. Then we see which option the word I is the earliest. Let's look at option A. First, we look for the subject first. 3 as I is at the very beginning and is right as a subject. Then 2 as span as a predicate as the possibility of being correct, but 7 might end 1 as usually, and the next arrangement is not suitable to be a coherent sentence. So the answer is not correct. Then option B, first we look for the subject first. 3 as I is the first right as subject. Then 7 as my. In a sentence, it is impossible after word I there is a word my. So the arrangement in choice B is not suitable to be coherent sentence. Then option C, first we look for the subject. 3 as I is the first right as the subject. Then 1 as usually and 2 as spent as a predicate. Then 7 as my and 6 as holiday as the object. And 4 as in and 5 as Bali as the description place. So that in choice C, the sentence is arranged into a coherent sentence. Namely, I usually spend my holiday in Bali. In option D and E, the placement of the subject. In option D and E, the placement of the subject I is not in option D and E, the placement of the subject in option D and E, the placement of the subject is not the beginning of the sentence and the wording is not appropriate to the coherent sentence. 34. Delivered the postman yesterday the letters. The best arrangement is the answer is B 2, 3, 1, 5, 6, 4. Look at option A. In this choice, the subject, the postman, is not placed at the beginning of the sentence and the wording is not appropriate, so choice is not correct. Then option B. In this option, the subject, namely to as the option B. In this option, the subject, namely to as the and 3 postman is at the earliest appropriate as the subject, then 1 as delivered as the predicate, 5 as the, and 6 as later as the object, and 4 as yesterday as the verb of time. So that at this choice, the words are arranged into a coherent sentence, namely, the postman delivered the letters yesterday. Then this choice is the right answer. Option C, in this choice, subject, namely to as the and 3 postman is the earliest appropriate as the subject. Then 1 delivered as predicate, 4 as yesterday as an adverb of time, but starting from the word yesterday onwards, the wording is not suitable 4 become a coherent sentence. So choice C is not correct. Option B. In this option, subject namely 2 as D and 3 as postman is at the earliest appropriate as the subject and 1 as delivered as predicate. But starting from the word delivered onwards, the wording is not appropriate to be a coherent sentence. So the choice E not exactly. Option E. In this choice, the subject, the postman, not placed at beginning of the sentence and the wording is not appropriate. So choice is not a correct. Number 35. Hard her Yayuk Basuki opponent to defeat tribe. The good arrangement for the words is the answer is E. 3, 6, 1, 5, 2, 4. How to find it? First, we look for the subject first. In the sentence, the subject is the. Then we see which option the word the is the earliest. Let's look at option A. In this choice, the subject Yayuk Basuki is not placed at the beginning of the sentence and the wording is not appropriate. So this choice is not correct. Option B. In this choice, the subject, namely 3 as Yayuk Basuki, is right at the beginning as the subject. Then 6 as tried, 1 as hard, and 5 as to defeat as the predicate, 2 as heard, and 4 as opponent as the object. So that the choice, these words are arranged into a coherent sentence, namely, Yayuk Basuki tried hard to defeat her opponent. So this choice is the right answer. Option C, D, and E. In this choice, the subject Yayuk Basuki is not placed at the beginning of the sentence and the wording is not appropriate. So this choice is not correct. Maybe that's all for the explanation about 35 questions and the answer. Mohon maaf apabila ada kekurangan. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.